Into the Love. That's something I haven't heard in a while, actually. That's from an old Buzz Lightyear toy. Got Bristol in there. Right, let's get this working. Volume all the way down. Check. Let's have this one here. We need to remember to add this to the playlist this time. That would be pretty helpful. Kind of bright, we're in the summer months. The background is lights on, but not too sunny today, so yeah, something going on there. Right, edit, get the details sorted, refresh the stream after that. Oh, busy day. Let me tell you something. Live streams, check. I've just been thinking. Monetization, Green Tender Engine. Hello, good to see you. It's nice to see people make it here to the streams before I do the Discord ping. That's happened for a couple of weeks now, and that's quite interesting. It's good to see that people are seeing the notification on their sub box and they think, "Oh, he's streaming. Let's tune in." So that's pretty cool. Griffin Cypert is also here. Hello, good to see you, Griffin. That should be. And Seth and Union Pacific fan, hello, you're all here. I haven't even done the Discord ping, and yet people are already here. It's so wonderful. Hello. Yes, Seth, you sent that message twice, so don't worry. Right, settings all good. Yep, let's refresh the stream. I don't need either of them anymore. Close those tabs. Right, copy and paste. Here we go. At everyone live now. We should now officially be on 201 people in the Discord server. Finally, 200 people. 201 technically now, but we did it. Another whole 100 in, and that's pretty good. Oh, there we go. Discord ping has been made. We are just seconds away from it digging 8 p.m. here in Merry Old England. Oh, it's a pretty good day. Busy day, bit of a hectic day. Definitely the first part of the day was a bit hectic, but now time to spend the next hour just chilling out and having a good chat. Wow, got the good stuff ready. Oh yes. Okay, so what do we have in chat already? Griffin says, I just ordered my Emerald Knights the other day, and it should be in Tuesday, and I'm so excited. Where did you get it from? That's not going to be cheap, that's for damn sure. If it's a proper Lego one, then it's definitely going to be expensive. But if you bought an off-brand one, then well, your choice, I suppose. But where'd you get it from? I'm very curious because I don't care for how much you pay for it. That's not what I'm trying to ask. Because naturally it's expensive anyway. But just curious, like, did you find one on Bricklink? Was it something on eBay? Even Facebook Marketplace? That's the thing to talk about. Because I finally discovered how wonderful the eBay Marketplace really is. But yeah, fair enough. I suppose if you got one, it's definitely one of the best Lego trade sets ever made. So good to see that you finally got one. Union Pacific fan says, I'm working on a video to upload in December, though it stopped because this live stream. Oh, okay. So what's going up in December? I'm guessing it's Christmas or winter themed, because if it's going in December, it must have something specific going on. It's a bit brave to wait another half a year. Ice Rod has made it. Hello, Ice Rod. Good to see you. Griffin says, nope, I saved, then splurged and got it on Bricklink from someone in my state in the US. Oh, fair enough. That's pretty good. That's some respect earned right there. That must be a lot of money with it. It's definitely a lot of money. Tell you what, that's got me curious now. Let's go on to Bricklink and let's have a look to see what an Emerald Knight costs here on Bricklink. Emerald Knight. I remember seeing a few odd listings on eBay going crazy cheap. Like obviously the person who put it on there either didn't understand the value of it and just said, very low starting price, or put it at that low starting price to begin with because obviously all the bids were kind of jumping and it was skyrocket towards the end. So 50 items. Okay, let's change that to there. Condition complete. Yeah, let's get rid of the incomplete ones. Is that working the way of that? Yes. Okay. So okay, straight away, first listing is $420. Nice. From the US. Oh, good lord. These are all completes, by the way. There's so I'm going to translate that into pound sterling because I'm British, you know, I understand pound sterling. And oh, pardon me, there we go. 382, 391, £400 upwards straight away. These are all used as well. You know, parts are clean, yeah, fair enough. With the box, no free worldwide shipping. There's one listing here that says worldwide free shipping because of COVID. Please quote me. Okay, first of all, that's interesting. Secondly, you spelled quote wrong. That's all right though. Man, this is very expensive. Oh, here we go. There's one new sealed from a store in South Korea for £506 and 48 pence. That's well, that's a sealed set, you know. That's not bad. And I'm getting into the more newer and the sealed ones for crazy money. Mad respect to anybody who has an Emerald Knight set from 2009, 13 years later, and it's still sealed. Mad respect if you've got one of them sealed in mint condition. Good lord. God, these prices though, that's just crazy. Right, let's not do any shopping because we're gonna get too distracted otherwise. Oh, chat's been going. Let's see. So you've got one, that's okay. Got it relatively cheap, but not rock bottom. Oh, that's pretty good. So Ice Rod then says, I've been working on narrow gauge. I have 2 track pieces and 1 engine. Yeah, good to see you're working on narrow gauge. Speaking of narrow gauge, I've literally just moments before the stream started, some more progress on the home layouts. I might be able to show. Yeah, let's see if I can quickly show you. Just make sure I don't drop the damn tablet. So the original plan for this stream was to start an hour ago and play with the new home layouts. As you can see, it's now 3 running lines. I'm using my wide radius curves, which is very exciting, but the room is still a bit of a mess. And it's literally the sort of, hang on, if I try and hold this with one hand. Oh, this is weird. Okay, so this bit of track here, let's okay, so this bit of track here has literally only been implemented half an hour ago, and I couldn't go any faster given the chaos that took place today. Right, stand by. Let me get that back on there. There we go. Yes, there we go. Hello, how are we doing? Yeah, so literally moments ago, I've got the narrow gauge loop sorted out. I've been able to expand the narrow gauge loop anyways, which is very exciting in of itself. But again, the original plan, the hope for today, was to start an hour ago at 7 o'clock UK time and just play with this. But other things were taking place today. I had no idea that today was Father's Day. And yeah, so I had a bit of a panic, had to go out and grab something really quick. So yeah, that was a thing that happened. Also, I've got some personal things going on. A driving theory test is taking place tomorrow for me, and I have been doing some revision for that as well. It's something I really, 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 really want to make sure I get past because let's just say this isn't my first attempt. It's not good. Oh, good lord. Should we play? Let's give that a moment. Let's catch up with chat first, and then we can go into this new thing. Ooh, that's another thing I could show you. I might have to move the box though because I don't want anything in the way. Ugh. Oh yeah, I need to kind of redo this wall as well because I want to make sure nothing interferes, because with how tall that is, that could very much go wrong very quickly. Okay. Right, I'm going to make the camera fly again. Hang on. So if anybody hasn't seen in my Discord server, first of all, join the Discord server. Secondly, that's the oh man, look at this. This is freaky. This is an angle you never see. Good lord. Anyway, Look at that. 360 track pieces right there. I have 7 more straight track pieces just over to the side. And look at that wall. Look at that wall of track. I am the envy of Lego Rail fans all over the world. Oh, yes. Right, here we go again. Let's put that back up there. I really should grab something. Hang on, let me grab a thing. Come on, come on. There we go. Right, hang on. Something's bugging me. It's not a problem, but I feel like something's gonna... Third time now. Yeah, look at this. How professional. How are we doing, everyone? I'll catch up with chat in just a moment. That's better. Okay. That's a good camera angle as well. That's actually straight this time. Right. Oh, all that moving around just in one spot. I'm a bit sweaty now. Ah, right. Look. So yes, that massive wall of track is right here. Just loads of these just in one big wall. It's the best thing ever. Last time I did something like this, I bought some off-brand straight track pieces. I bought 80 in total to make a smaller version of this sort of track wall. And those track pieces I've only been able to use in modified states. But at the same time, this is simply glorious. Right, what's that? Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, so I've just received another email. A submission email for the TLR Awards. That's quite exciting. There we go. Excellent. Oh, that's wonderful, that. We got a submission live on stream. That's really cool. Okay, then. So, okay, before we go back into the chat, let's get on with these normal reminders. So, we are at 8 minutes past 8 here in Merry Old England. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Hope we're all doing okay. There was a bit of a wonky start. There was a lot of picking up and putting down with the camera. A couple of things showing off already. But yes, we are here with the channel doing another live stream. Very hectic day, had a bit of a weird morning, but all the same, I'm hoping you are all enjoying yourself. The TLR Awards, my Lego Train competition, is still going on, and the final day of submission for the TLR Awards is July 1st, which is in just under 2 weeks. July 1st is a Friday. That day itself, July 1st, is the last day of submission. So if you have any models you wish to enter for the TLR Awards, I would recommend you... Oh, let me do what I did last time as well. I will leave a link to the video showcasing all of the details, which I will put in the chats for the stream here in just a second. It saves me having to explain everything a great many times. So copy, over there, paste, in there. There we go. So once again, if anybody who has heard about the TLR Awards but has not yet taken part, I strongly recommend, in fact, clicking on that video link to check out all of the details and all of the rules. There are prizes available as well, so that alone should be some incentive. Also, make sure you're following me on Flickr and on Instagram. I'm still posting on a very regular basis, especially on Instagram. I've still got loads of clips from past LEGO shows I've done, of some of my trains in action from those shows to put on Instagram, just so it's the snippets instead of having to go through an entire video. The whole showcase video of me at a show is cool, because, you know, that's 10 minutes of just footage of a show, which is really fun. But seeing certain things in particular is something that people also want to be able to watch. So over on Instagram is where you'll find just shorter snippet clips of some of the trains in action from shows. Some behind the scenes pictures as well at current projects. I am pretty sure let me double check. I do post a lot of behind the scenes stuff from projects on my Instagram. Which is something I at least used to do. I don't know if I've been able to do this too much recently. Yeah, that's all still there. I've just been posting a lot of Lego trains in action from shows. That's all it is. Again, still got loads of those to post, as well as on my Flickr page. I have a lot of stuff to be posting on Flickr, and I kind of want to make sure that stays professional though. So all the same, if you want to follow me on Flickr. Speaking of Flickr, I do have an official group page for the Triton Lego Railway, so if you have any Lego train models and want to put them in a group where more people can see them, consider putting them on that group page. It is definitely a great way of putting your stuff online without having to worry about making a video. It's just take a picture, put it on Flickr, put it in the group, and more people see it. It's excellent stuff. Let me have a look at my stream notes, because as usual, I need to make sure that's all up to date. Is that further up? Did I get rid of those stream notes in the end? Where are they? Oh, I suppose that was there. Okay. And as usual, seeing how my notes are there. And as usual, the community challenge is still going, but it is currently on the side because of the focus being put into the TLR awards. So you can still enter the community challenge over on my Discord server, but it's probably not going to get too much attention in comparison to the competition, the proper competition that I'm hosting. And breathe. Okay. Also, I want to quickly, or seeing as these two are here, I do want to quickly add a few extra things. So first of all, on June 29th, it will mark 85 years of the LMS Steam speed record from the Coronation Scots, and I might have to make a special video for that. I might try and do a special Lego train, or not so much a Lego train, but a specific sort of Coronation Scott action video on the home layouts, just having a bit of fun, just get a bunch of different camera angles, try and use the audio from back in the day when the Steam speed record was set by the Coronation Scott. I'm going to try and do something for it. If I can't get a video to work, I will definitely make a post online somewhere for it, because for me, I am a fan of the streamlined Art Deco icon that is the Coronation Scott. So yeah, it would be cool just to do something to help celebrate 85 years of that momentous occasion. It would be pretty cool. And August 5th, quite amazingly, on August 5th, will mark 3 years of me doing Nerf videos. Yeah, so August 5th, 2019 is when I uploaded my video of my Nerf Stampede review. And this was a bold step, and I'm quite glad I ultimately did this, because of all the Nerf videos I've done since then, I've got a couple of hundred, I think, but even then, Nerf is still one of my biggest hobbies, and it's something I've been doing for years, even though I took a break from the hobby in the mid sort of teen years, or the 2010s, I should say. Joking, Nerf heart eyes. Yeah, I know, right? Nerf's the best. Since you're here, I still got this to talk about, so that'll be a good segue. But yeah, 3 years of Nerf videos, that's coming up soon. Again, I don't think it'll be a video of sorts. It'll probably just be a post just to say, here's the celebrating 3 years of Nerf videos. That reminds me, let me go on here one sec. When was Foam Fest? Oh, bugger. I've got my ticket for, no, that's something else. That's all right. Speaking of Nerf, I have got my tickets for Foam Fest, and I'm most certainly going to do a vlog at the event. It should be a very exciting time. I have no idea what it's like. I've not been there in person. I think there's been one, maybe two Foam Fest events in the past, at least in person. So yeah, it will be a very exciting time. It's literally in my back. I can get a bus and go there in about half an hour, and I'm at Foam Fest. It's like, yes, this is going to be so cool. Right, before we continue, I can feel my nose playing up. I do apologise to the fact that I'm going to be doing this on camera. So I am using tissue. Don't worry, I'm not being that minging. It's not the most exciting thing ever, I know. Blah. Okay, that'll have to do for now. So speaking of Nerf, I bought a thing recently. At long last, a proper, without dropping the bloody thing, Zombie Strike Hammer Shot. Oh yes. So of course I'm going to be doing a video on this blaster, and I'm also going to be doing a video where I compare the Hammer Shot to the Fortnite 6 shooter, and which I think is in the other box with a few other things on it. Basically this and the Ultra 2, because now that I've got 3 very good options for a revolver sidearm, I need to decide which one I actually want to use. I'm still currently leaning towards the Ultra 2 because, again, it's semi-automatic, that's the whole thing. But these two are still proper good blasters, So I can't do both at the same time. I can't do left-handed stuff. Hang on, let me try and... I didn't drop any. Okay, that was good. But yeah, this thing, I'm actually quite glad to have one of these at last because, again, Jolt King, who's here in the chat, has told me a couple of times, at least a couple of times, to get myself a hammer shot. And when I went out shopping on Thursday. I went to a shop called TK Maxx, which I go to every now and then to see if there's any Nerf stuff in their toy aisles. They had about 5 of these, I think, like 4 or 5, just brand new in the packaging. Where's the box? Oh, it's right here. Yeah, I didn't throw the box away either. So here it is. It's there, on the shelf. I thought to myself, oh my god, I should get one. It's right there. Let's do it. Why not? I've been told to get a hammer shot because it's apparently a really good blaster. I can now give this a good play around to discover that for myself. So yeah, that's going to be pretty good. Right. Again, I do apologize, but this is not going well. Yay. That's something to talk about as well. For the past week now, let me start in a second. So this week here in the UK, at least, I don't know what it's been like for the rest of the world. We have been going through one hell of a heat wave, and of course, a lot of the areas that I was going to was just completely bombarded with heat. It was very unbearable. Over the weekend, it has been raining, so the air has been cooled down. So it's kind of that's a relief in of itself. But at the same time, hay fever kicked up, and it's been quite horrible to deal with. I've had to deal with a swollen eye a couple of months ago, and that was hell. But just whenever it's like your nose is something that when you're just breathing in normally, it's something you don't really care about. But whenever it gets blocked, whenever you get hay fever, it feels like your entire body has betrayed you. It's really interesting in a way, but horrible stuff, the hay fever. But yes, I'm all sorted now. Hopefully, I won't be going back to wiping my nose again on stream because that was very horrible. But at the same time, I can still feel a bit of a sort of a phlegmy build up there. It's like, even now, I want to try and clear my nose, but I don't want to do it on stream. So, bit weird. Right. Enough conversation. Let's catch up with chat because a lot has been going on since I've been talking. So we got that one there. We got that one there. This is a while back, by the way. So this is it. I'm gonna again catching up. So Union Pacific fan says I made a new tank engine, number 72. I think I know which one you mean. Is it a southern one, like an 060, like an E1? I feel like I know which one that is, but off those details, it's not quite enough to jog my memory. Griffin says, I had a lot of questions and pictures sent to me, or answers sent to me. Again, I can't quite remember the context there. As was said, turned one of my 060s into a 262. Ooh. And you're going to be posting your narrow gauge video today. Okay, interesting. Good to see some more stuff from you. Back to New Pacific fan who says, I may turn my 242 locomotive into scrap and convert it into 240, twin locomotives into 260s or 460 twins. Oh, 460 because of the wheel arrangements you got there, 460 was the biggest one. Bigger the better, right? And there's Jolt King's reaction to seeing the wall of track, the good code bit, yeah. Narrow gauge video coming back. That's all right. Hey, Luke's becoming Italian with the help of Mario. Yep, wearing a Mario t-shirt today. I found this on the pile amongst a bunch of other things. So that's a thing there. Seth Bricks as well has said, I'm starting a new non-train project and you're so excited. Lego, I'm assuming, because, well, being a Lego man, I'd imagine it's something Lego related. He said non-train, but he didn't say non-Lego, so there is something to figure out there. Back to New Pacific fan who says, I'll scrap my 242 locomotive, use the wheels from your 240 twins into making 460 twins in the future. Yeah, so you are going to do the 460s. Lovely. You could make 3 440s. Fair enough. I mean, down to you to decide, but I know what my preference would be at least. Wait, I said I'll make a streamliner. Yes, make it a streamliner. Streamlining is it's so cool. Seth says, or you could recreate said record Coronation with your 300 plus pieces of track. Well, there's something I would really love to do, and that's just to make a massive stretch of track using all of these pieces. And would that even work? Would that even be, as stupid as it sounds, would that even be enough track? Because I would love to set up this crazy long just stretch of track for as long as possible. It's not going to work in the house, but I would love to be able just to have this incredibly long stretch of track to try and get a train as fast as possible. And maybe it could work if depending on where. It might have to be a club thing, but oh, that would be cool. I've got the track for it now, so I can definitely make it work. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Ice Rod says he might show his red coach. Narrow gauge something? Narrow gauge coach, I'm guessing. Joking then says, nice, I can talk about hammerish. I'm not quite sure what you meant by there, Joking, but okay. So does anyone have any idea on the engine I have made? Not too sure. Again, previous conversation, I supposing. 6-shooter is still better. Yeah, it definitely does feel, well, with the 6-shooter, first of all, that's one extra dart. And let's do a quick test. So that's quite comfortable. Again, not that difficult to prime. Firing definitely feels okay. Yeah, you know, okay, that's straight away, that's not too bad. Okay, hammer shot, grip, definitely a good grip. Could just about reach it, but again, naturally, I suppose you're gonna have to readjust your. I think I've gotten used to readjusting my hand, anyways. So yeah, again, nice prime. There is something I played around with this when I first got this. Obviously, it's at the packaging, but if I actually take the dart out because I don't want to fire it over there, is it just me or does that sound really weak? Look at the hammer as well. Oops, I hang on. I think that actually went a bit better than expected because it's actually firing it out that time. But what was that? That was a bit weird. I'll grab that dart later on. They are kind of close, to be honest, but I do feel like this. Well, this is definitely lighter. Yeah. So yeah, straight away, this definitely does have a bit of a weight difference, and that's pretty cool. Also, I do remember this is a very free spinning cylinder. This definitely has a free spinning cylinder. Obviously, it's a bit more stiff, as you can see here, but it doesn't stay into one position. I can literally continue to turn it, and it doesn't stick. It only stays in the correct position when I prime. So, okay. Remembering not to fire a dart this time. So just between these two, I'm definitely leaning towards the Fortnite blaster. That's the thing I just said. Well, credit where credit's due. That's a pretty good blaster. It's going to be an interesting review when I talk about this. Okay, let's get back to the chats. Back to New Pacific Fan, who says, my dad has that Nerf gun, the hammer shot. Ooh. The 6-shooter because internal QC. Quality control, I guess that's what that means. Well, I suppose so, because that's a later blaster. Hammer shot is far worse than the 6-shooter. Well, again, I kind of just went through the process of agreeing with that. Still a good pickup, yes, and really good if you don't intend in modding it. Well, I'm not a modder anyways. Well, not a heavy modder, because I have modded a few things technically, but you know what I mean. So, still pretty good for what it is. Back to Ice Rod, who says, I usually make my locomotives while I'm scrapping another. That was me for the longest time as well. I would scrap one to make another. In your early days of making Lego trains, chances are you're going to do that. But yeah, it's not surprising, and it's not necessarily a bad thing either. You just go through so many designs. Ooh. Okay, hang on. stop lagging my stream. Oh, these damn notifications. There's the one thing that still bugs me about the fact that I still have to use a tablet for streaming. Notifications pop up and it slowly, well, or briefly, I should say, lags the stream. But yeah, it's a bit of a pain in the ass. I just posted pics of my newly completed hammer shot in the Discord server. I will. Let's have a look at that now. That's in the Lego chat, right? After about 50 attempts. Are you mad, homeboy? So I'll read that later on. There's a lot of text to go on to read there. Definitely something that has internal mods, but you know, I suppose if it's a better blaster, then yeah, fair enough. I'll read that later, but straight away after about 50 attempts, you fucking nutter. Right, okay. You know, I just gotta kill someone off. I'll make a streamlined 464. Yes. You are saying the correct things there, Union Pacific fan. A streamlined 464. Excellent choice. Ice Rod's latest video has been posted. Okay, let's go to channel. I'm not going to be able to... Well, I can load it now, but I'm not going to be able to play it on the stream. Right, okay. I will have to play this now because Ice Rod, that's a very interesting... In the thumbnail of your video, Ice Rod, is a frame of me in this... Right, you've got me and my stream going. What? It's not the wisest thing ever, but okay, fair enough. I mean, I'm not gonna make a move against it. Nice looking logo though. Like that's really sweet. Some Tallyclin vibes going on there. Yeah, I quite like that. But next time you upload a video, I know you get excited with the streams that I do, but for goodness sakes, try to make sure there's nothing going on in the background, especially with other video stuff, because some people out there will definitely complain. Tell you what, hang on. I've got the audio down anyways, but let me just confirm something. Stand by. Yeah, okay. So yeah, my stream is actually going with the audio on as he made that video. That's that is a bit of a problem, because if YouTube sends me a notification saying, you know, we found something that matches, I don't think it will, because it's not like a direct upload, but brave of you, if anything. Okay, again, not so much an issue, but just be a bit more careful, I suppose. Right, so let's get back on topic, shall we? I actually hate the hammer shot's grip. It's way less comfortable for me. Yeah, it's it makes sense because this is obviously supposed to be zombie strike detailing, but I still appreciate the fact that this basically led the way for many more hammer primed pistols that came out since then. Obviously the Fortnite 6 shooter, for example, that Alpha Strike blaster with the 8 dart cylinder. What was it called? The Hammer Storm? Something like that? I don't know. But that Alpha Strike one in particular, I still really love that because it's so massive for what it is. But it's like a secondary that you can work into a primary, which is so stupid. But again, I love it for that reason. You got a good seal. Oh, so that's what I mean. So it's just like, that's a good seal. AR slowing down for dry fire. Good. Okay, that's okay. Again, well, needless to say, for something like that, obviously I wouldn't recognize that. So that says, lol, sorry, I forgot to specify. Yes, it's still Lego, just need some more space-related stuff. Ooh. You know, I've mentioned this a few times in a couple of places, but when you go in some of the Lego shows I've done in the past, especially the Swindon one, there was always a number of tables that held a massive space base or a big spaceship. That big spaceship is something I really want to do one day. And if you're going to do something space themed, make a spaceship. That's the good stuff. I've been driven mad by the horrors of trying to mod the hammer shots. Well, evidently, because I've just read your comment again, that first line after 50 attempts. That's oh dear. New Pacific fan talking about having a boiler or scrapping some more engines there. Fair enough. Again, yeah, I don't care if you get -1 cents for your video. Yeah, again, it's nothing. You got nothing to really worry about. It's just a tip for the future. Don't have anything playing in the background whilst you're recording. It's I'm not going to do anything to that video anyways. I don't think I really could, even after the stream is finished. But just for the sakes of making things a bit more clearer, anything, well, people talking in the background is going to be a distraction. But if you're watching a video in particular or a live stream, again, in the case that you just presented, with the video just uploaded, it could be, well, problematic, I think is the best word to use. Again, I don't really care for it because, you know, you're just excited, you made a video, you put it out there, that's fine. But yeah, hopefully you know what I mean. Specifically, the ridge at the top of the hammer shot gives me pain. The ridge? This bit? Yeah, I think that's all right for me. I think you're probably. You know, let me shuffle this way around. So there we go. So this ridge here, right? Well, for me, I'm holding it so the webbing of my hand is kind of matching that top of that ridge. There's nothing really on my hand with the way I'm holding it. It's not above there. It's all kind of held below that ridge point there. That's comfortable for me at least. But I can see what you mean by that ridge being a problem, but are you actually holding it? Correct, that ridge. Okay. So are you holding it like this then to make it uncomfortable? How are you holding it in a way where that's causing a problem? Maybe it's just your hand. Obviously, my hand's probably going to be differently shaped to yours. But at least for me, holding it that way, oh, that's all right. Your hand sits higher. Oh, okay then. That doesn't interfere with the... Oh, good lord. Actually, that's okay because it's a one-handed blaster. I was going to say, you don't want to have the hammer catch on your hand because that's going to be painful, but you're going to move your hand out of the way in the first place to get that hammer primed. Okay, very cool. Oh, yeah. Let's sit back. Ooh, let's sit back normally again. Oh, speaking of, let me make sure. There we are. Bed is cleared up, ready for that ending. Let's keep going. I've built a spaceship out of Lego before. I have as well. I made a few in my past. Very small and very simple. But God, there's nothing better than making a spaceship out of Lego. It's just the coolest. The 6-shooter, on the other hand, fixes most of the issues that the hammer shots had internally and can hit much harder with less effort. That's why the 6-shooter is better for me. Well, first of all, agreed. But secondly, this also comes from a few days of playing around where, again, this feels lighter, this feels smoother and just overall better to hold and handle. Just comparing these two, again, straight away, just holding it like this, I can feel this has more weight to it. My hand isn't exhausted in any way, and, you know, I can feel this. How wide is this as well? Is this thicker? No, they're about the same thickness. That's one thing. Well, credit to this one because this one has a tactical rail. I love my attachments. But I think for a sidearm that's gonna live in its holster for most of the time, not having any kind of oh, that's actually oh, that's giving me an idea. Could you imagine the sort of the female rail attachment points being on the inside of the holster? So at least in a modified state, you obviously had to kind of cut into here and cut off this little rail point, or rail stopper, I should say, which is, there we go. So about there, you can see there's this sort of little plastic piece to stop rails, the attachments going any further on the rails. And of course, this front point here is gonna have to be removed anyways. But just getting rid of all of that, or getting rid of these two bits in particular, taking out the tooth piece as well, making a holster where it can attach onto the rail so it could just slide directly inwards. And that rail point is what's holding it in place. So if you shake it around, it's going to stay in place. That's such a cool idea. Oh man, if you're going to have the hammer shot at least be your sidearm of choice, maybe that could work. There's probably a reason why nobody's designed such a holster anyways, but yeah, just a theory. I need to get that to a side. Let's keep that one out because I'm probably going to play with that a few more times this stream. Let's go back to the chat. I usually build my locomotives from the wheels up. Yes, that is what I do as well. That's what everyone should do. You start at the frame, then you put the wheels on, then you go up to the running board, then you build the boiler and the cab, then you build the tender if it is a tender locomotive. You always do it that way. You'd be a fool not to. The reason it's heavier is that the hammer shot has 3 separate layers of shell pieces, while the Fortnite one has just has 1. 3 layers of shells. Oh, I can see it. Yeah, that's fair enough. Definitely shows its age. At the same time, quality product from back in the day compared to the rubbish we're getting. Oh, well, I'll tell you what, a blaster that isn't rubbish, that new Motor Blitz, that's a month and a half away. That's an August 1st release. It's yeah, that feels like forever away, but I cannot wait to get my hands on one. I cannot wait to get my hands on one. That looks like such a fun blaster. Yes, actually, the Sweet Revenge Rebel version of the hammer shot comes with a holster that works in that exact way. Female rail under the... Ooh, that's an actual thing. Okay, let me Nerf Sweet Revenge. Nerf Sweet Revenge. Ah, yeah. Oh, that does look quite sleek, you know. You probably paint that in a more serious color. Oh, they're pretty good. Right. Let's go to images. Oh, look at that. Okay, so that's a really simple holster, but it's enough to be able to pull out the blaster really quickly. And I can see the rail attachment point on there. Oh, man, that is so cool. And some dart holders too. Oh, that's so good. Can I... Ooh. I'm going to have a quick eBay search. Let's see if this is available in the UK. Because that alone makes me want one. That saves me having to make one. If I can just buy it like that, that'd be so good. That looks so sleek as well. Genuinely, that's such a funky looking blaster. Definitely paint it into a better color, but at the same time... Oh, okay. So, good news, it's a thing. Bad news, they seem to be sealed, and the sealed ones are about £30 each. Bugger. That's not what I was hoping for. Oh, those striped darts look good though. Ooh-wee, those are some funky darts. So this is the right one. Well, that's a okay. It doesn't show anything about the holster. That's None of these listings show the holster. All right, I'll have to put that on hold. But that's something to keep an eye out for because that's a really cool idea. Again, I love that so much. Where were we in the chat? So we got to that bit there. Okay. So yeah, Nerf already had the idea. Yeah, that's cool. So he said, okay, so New Pacific fan says wheels, cab, boiler, then the extra details, and tender or tender loco. Yeah, so it is basically that way up. You go from the wheels, you just build upwards. You got the running board, then you do the cab first, then the boiler. Interesting choice. I would say the boiler first because that dictates how wide and the kind of overall scale of the model is going to be in the first place, and you can work the cab to that. Because if your cab turns out to be a bit too small, and you in turn make the boiler too small, they might have to force an entire rebuild. But again, that's your way of building things, so fair enough. Interesting all the same. It's discontinued, yeah. Just figure that out explains why it's so expensive. I still love that's a thing though. That's really cool. I have a judging phase for my tender engines where I have not made the tender yet, so I see if I like how I made them. If I do like them, I make their tender. If not, they get the Glock. Interesting way of saying they get scrapped, but yeah, it's fair enough. If you're halfway through and not satisfied, no need to finish it. Remember only the first version. Oh, stop pinging me. Sorry, carry on. Remember only the first version of it came up with a holster. Only the first version. Ah, I actually have the holster, but not the blaster. From the thrift store. Fair enough. Well, at least you got the holster. That's pretty good. Did you know the old shape Henry has only one piece of merchandise? Really? Old shape Henry has one piece of merch. What is it then? What is the merchandise piece? Ice Rod. Old shape Henry merch. Let's just try and go from there. Is it a toy? Custom engine. Yeah, that looks like a Gordon toy. Green Gordon mark. Okay. If you got, okay, that's fine. No, that's not one to click on. Only one piece of merch for Old Shape Henry. Oh, is it this one? I might actually have this. A small, yeah, a small diecast toy. I don't think I'd have this one in particular, but fair enough, I suppose. Oh, I like that one. It's like an orange unpainted Henry from the TV from the Railway series. That's cool. I like that's a thing. Back to that one there. Speaking of boilers, should I try and fit a motor in the boiler of the LBSCR L class? Very maybe. There was a method I remember seeing for Union Pacific big boy mocks. This might have even been Jason Steinhurst's design, where he had the two sort of smallest motors. I think they're medium motors. You got medium, large, and extra large motor sizes, and he had two medium motors, or one there, and the whole cog set up to be able to connect it to the drive wheels. And the wires would feed through to the battery box and the infrared receiver. So I think if you wanted to, try and do it that way because you got some good motive power there, but at the same time, it's nice and compact. Pardon me. However, having seen your L class so far, I think you might have to rework the boiler. I might where is it? You've posted pictures. It might just is it in your server? It might just be in your server. Let me see if I can find it just to remind myself. There we go. Oh, okay, that's actually not too bad. You're using 2x2 slope bricks there. I thought you were using cheese slopes. That also looks to be 8 studs wide, which is excellent because going 8 wide for this model would definitely help. Okay, if that's the design you're going to stick with for your L class, definitely give the to medium motor setup a go. It's definitely going to work better than a circuit cube, because a circuit cube would just be too weak for something like this. At the same time, you might have to continue to build this more before you can make any final decisions. Although, with these 2x2 slope bricks you're using anyways, that still allows plenty of space on the inside. So you can definitely have all these slope bricks connected together and still make it all work in a way where, again, a functional motor setup can still work. So yeah, that's my best advice to you. You would definitely have to use gears connecting the drive wheels together. So all the same, I'm very keen to see what you come up with. That's lovely to see that it's 8 wide though. That's so good. Right, that one there. Go back onto my server. It's that one there. There we go. That'll do for now. We can share that one. That's okay. Alright, I'm gonna head out. Have a good one, Luke. Enjoy trying to wrap your head around the hell of my Hammer Shop mod description paragraph later. Yeah, I'll read that after the stream. That'll be an interesting read all the same. And thank you very much for tuning in for as long as you have. That was wonderful to have you around. Icewood says, I have an idea. What if I do a how to build for my Black Stewart? Well, so if it's a simple enough thing to take apart and reassemble, then sure, why not? Doing a how to build would definitely help with other people who want to recreate your model. Again, like I said just a moment ago, in order to do a how to build, you need to take the model apart and remember how to put it back together, which is, depending on what the model is itself, it could be a very difficult thing to do. But I think for a model as small as that, I reckon it could work. So if you can do it, do it. Why not? New Pacific fan says, I powered my 6-stud Y UP119 with powered up. Fair enough. UP119. Let's have a I think I know what one that is. Yeah, I thought so, something like that. How do you get powered up in there? You don't have to worry about using an infrared receiver, so that's a good thing to start off with. But even then, given the design of Loco, where'd you squeeze it to? God, it does look really. Look at the shine on those steam cylinders. That is a locomotive built for presentation. That's really cool. Okay, back to the chat. Seth says, cheers, I'm definitely putting the battery box in the cab. Yep, that cab space and the coal bunker definitely has a lot of space for the chunkier setups. I reckon, hang on, if the L class had some doors on the cab roof that you could open to accommodate the cab crew, you might be able to get away with, if I can actually find pictures of the roof of this locomotive anyways. Kind of? No, I think the roof, the cab roof just looks to be bland. I was going to say, because there are some locos that, express locos at least, which this is an express tank engine. So some express locos have doors on the roof, so you can open them just to get some more air into the cab, just to make it a bit more accommodating for the cab crew. So I was going to say, if that was a thing on the L class, you could probably hide the battery box, not the battery box, the infrared receiver. At least if you're going to do power functions, you can definitely hide the infrared receiver as one of those opening slots. But evidently, it's something that can't quite work. So there goes that idea. All the same, you could definitely tuck that in somewhere. You might be able to put the depending. Oh, you could even. It could work. I was going to say you could definitely hide the receiver in the coal bunker, so you can hide it amongst all the coal. And so obviously that 2x2 little round dome piece is just around all the coal. It's very, very well hidden. It's quite subtle. But you can use extended cables. I don't have any with me, but you can get, at least for power functions, again, this is what I'm used to, you can get sort of extension cables for power functions. So you could just connect them all up in a very comfortable way. that really good work, you know. That's quite interesting. What was that picture I saw earlier? Oh yeah, I think that was it. It does look good though. An express tank engine. Sounds so daft. But, oh. That's an interesting redesign. That is a very interesting redesign. Oh, don't tempt me into making one. What is this? That's really cool though. Okay, let's stop looking at the pictures. Wait, just go back in my channel, Luke, and you will find wheel test of my 119. Find powered up, put steam loco wheels on it, high battery box in boiler or tender or both. Have it test run. Make sure it works. That's what I did. Go to channel. Alright, I'll humor you for a second. Let's see what we're looking at for the 119. Oh, that's your 72. Well, we've been posting quite a bit in the past few days. Fair enough. Okay, let's see. Some nice looking boats as well, I will give you that. Is this your 460 or your 480? Because I think 119 is a 440. Oh, some nice classic rolling stock there. Some good caboose. So, if you really want, just scroll, link it in the chat. If you can find a way to link it in, I don't want to spend too much time scrolling for it in case I miss it. Just link it in the chat. Just click it, put it in the chat so I can just, click on it and we can go to it straight away. I need a drink. My nose feels awful as well. I need to really clear up my throat and my nose. I don't want to do it on stream though. So let me click the let me change this one sec. It's not going to really mean anything. But can I get rid of that? I can get rid of that one. There we go, that works. Save that one. Let's refresh that one. Oh, for goodness sakes. Right, okay. Wheel test 16 views. Link it in the chat. Just do it that way. I need to wipe my, I'm sorry, I need to wipe my nose. This is getting on my nerves. Yeah. This is not something I wanted to do on stream. This is not good. Ugh. Okay, that actually made things worse. I'll do that. I'll clean. We got 5 minutes. I'll clean myself up after the stream. It's fine. I receive a good work in the coal bunker. Yeah, really good. And you just shove it all the way back there and just have the battery box in the cab itself. So you can probably just remove. Well, maybe you could. Just have the roof removable so you can activate the battery box, or even do what I did with the Coronation coaches. Have a small slot of some kind so you could just push down on that and that activates the button straight away. Not sure how to link it. I suppose you're on mobile then. Well, that's fine. I'll have a look at your channel afterwards. After the stream is done, I'll have a look afterwards. I'll just do it that way. I don't want to spend too much time looking for something. That's all. Oh. So, let me tell you what. I want to have another. I am not doing myself any favors by doing this. I'll be a CRL class. It looks so good though, doesn't it? It's a nice looking engine. It's a very interesting looking Lego as well, but the problem is I feel like some of the dimensions, whilst accurate in the Lego build, will probably throw me off and kind of make me lose my interest. All the same, I'm still very excited to see Seth's version of this in Lego form, especially if it's going to be powered. That'd be excellent. I'm not too sure how well behaved two medium motors would be when used with just one battery box, so there is that to consider. At the same time, I don't currently have any experience to know if it will behave or not. It's pretty good, you know. The L class is beautiful, yeah. Isn't like, oh, what was the? I'll tell you what. Let me try and find that picture I saw a moment ago as well. There was an LMS version somewhere. Was it just further down, or was it on something else I clicked on? So it was like an LMS 464 tank engine, which looked quite beefy. And honestly, just I think it's just the you know, this is obviously in southern styling, but at the same time, what was it I clicked on? Was it this one? No, I don't think I can find it. Oh, at the same time, LMS 464 tank engine. Is that gonna work? Well, it definitely came up with something. There we go. There's the picture. What I'll do is I will save that and post it on. Oh, for goodness sakes! I'll get that posted on Discord because that is a nicer looking version of the L class. To be honest, again, it definitely looks. It definitely looks like the L class, and it definitely looks LMS when you know, obviously it has LMS detailing to it, but at the same time, when you just understand the shapes, some of the other details to it, it's something that looks more towards what I would want to build. So I'll get that in the server after the stream is done. But that looks really nice. What's this other one? The LYR 464T. This was a thing? The Class 8. Yeah. Well, there is a few somethings I can spend some time looking at after the stream. Again, I just think that's just much better shaped in general. That's really nice, that. So what's this one then? No outside cylinders. The Furnace Baltic 464 tank. What is this? It looks really funky as well. God, this is just ideas galore, this. Save image. This is definitely something I would build too, just because it's LMS. It looks really good in red. It's a bit weird because there's no outside cylinders, but at the same time, it looks good. I really do dig it. Still not gonna build one because, you know, I don't really care for making one. But yeah, I quite like that. Okay, so it has now dinged 9 o'clock. I should catch up with chat and then we will end the stream. So I've also got to make sure I can get the battery box out to recharge. Yes, so you do it in a way where you can just take the roof off. The battery box housing itself, the dark grey bit, you can take the screws out, attach it to a plate so it's, you know, in place with the studs, and that top bit that actually holds the batteries, you can just slide in and out really easily. It's something I saw Isaac do a couple of years ago with his diesel mocks, and it's something I've incorporated in my Coronation coaches, and it's so easy just to slide the top bit out. It's so cool. L-class is beautiful. Yes, we got to that point. Hey Luke, I'm not even into trains as much as I used to be, but I'm nonetheless really impressed with the community entries for the Lego locomotives. Yes, the community challenge is really fascinating, but at the same time, the TLR Awards is even more amazing. Make sure you enter if you haven't already. Enormous Fairburn 4p. Is that what it's called? Let me quickly search that. Is that the same thing? That's a 264. No, I'm looking at something that's a 464. Again, I'll get that posted on Discord in my server and in yours, just so we get the idea. Should I make a Southern Pacific loco sometime? Well, it depends if there's one there that you like the look of. Especially the haunted varieties. I thought when I first heard about them, I thought it was a joke, but I stand corrected. Really cool. Haunted varieties. Hey. Oh no, we're gonna see a Coronation Express tank engine. Don't tempt me with more good ideas. We got the standard one, we got the multiplex, and now we're gonna have a Coronation Express tank engine. You said it, not me. Nah, I can't be asked to make any more. I won't make those models anyways, but a Coronation tank engine. Who was it? It was I think it was Train Fan for the community challenge for last month. He made a tiny version of the streamlined Coronation tender engine. Oh, that was really cool to see. It was I love seeing extended versions of stuff, but I also love seeing squished down versions of other locos and models as well. Because it's so amazing how you could just chop sections out and you still recognize it. And I think that's really cool. I would love to try and do that one day with certain train sets maybe, or particular locos. I think it works better with existing Lego train sets because it's more recognizable that way. But at the same time, squished models, that's a cool thing to try and do one day. Maybe that can make that into a series. Here's my mock for a custom version, squished down iteration of X model. I'll look into that. Plan to give my tank engine a face. Ooh, making it into a Thomas character, are you? We're gonna get Coronation Streamlined 040 tank engine. No, if it's gonna be a Coronation tank engine, it's gonna be a massive tank engine. I want it to be sort of L class size. Jack says, "Oh, okay, maybe I was wrong about them being." Oh, did you meant to? Oh, okay. Hang on a minute. Haunted style custom build. So was haunted a typo for entered? I'm still confused there. I don't know what you mean by haunted builds. Does a real 020 tank engine exist? It shouldn't, because by that definition, how? An 020, that means it's only got one pair of wheels, like one wheel on each side. There's nothing to keep it balanced. That shouldn't work. That shouldn't be a thing. That reminds me of the first time around with the community challenge, where somebody just entered a few plates on a single bracket of wheels and tried to claim that as a model for the community challenge. It was so stupid. Right, there we go. This stream has been very convoluted with how I've tried to keep up with the chat, but at the same time, we got through it. The hour has gone by, and my computer says it's going to start raining soon, so best to end the stream before the loud rain comes along and ruins everything. Let me just quickly make sure that the space behind me is clear so I can do my outro. And of course, make sure that you are subscribed to me here on YouTube and that you are following me on my Instagram and Flickr pages. I'm still uploading on a regular basis, so if you want to see some behind the scenes features, pictures of some of the projects I have been up to, then again, consider giving them a follow. If you haven't entered the TLR Awards already and want to, then make sure you follow the dedicated video that showcases all of the rules and the details. There are prizes available. There are 3 categories for you to enter, and you do need to make sure that everything is all okay on your end before you can submit any models. We currently have 63 submissions. Submission number 63 came in during the beginning of the stream, which I think is just amazing. And we're still going to have loads more coming in. We still have just under 2 weeks left for the competition to go. So hopefully we can try and get up to 100 submissions by the time it ends. There are a couple of people I've been speaking to who have said that they are currently working on projects to enter for the TLR Awards. I'm very excited to see what they post. And yeah, all the same to anybody who was entering the awards in the first place, I wish them good luck. And I think that is basically it. I do have a few videos on the way. Obviously, I got the review video to do with this, as well as a versus video regarding similar blasters. The new home layout has been basically completed. I've still got a few things to touch up and sort out, but at the same time, hopefully I can try and do something else with this maybe next week. So again, the idea for this stream was supposed to be another home layout play session, but seeing as I couldn't get this done in time for today, I might try and push for that for next week. So if anything, that's what we're doing next week, and I might do it 2 hours instead of 1 hour, just so I've got more time to go between models, and it should be a really fun time. That is everything I have when it comes to updates. So yeah, thank you all ever so much for watching. Make sure you are subscribed if you are not already. Let me get this out of the way before I fall on it. Make sure you have joined the Discord server if you have not already as well. There are a lot of like-minded LEGO Train fans and Nerf hobbyists in that server. So if you want to show off your models to more people than just me, be sure to join the server because it's a very fun place to hang out. Thank you all ever so much for watching, everyone. And you know what I've just recognized? My good friend Chris Miller of Glasgow Brick Subway wasn't here this time, or at least he wasn't in the comments, because things are normally much more livelier when he's here. But at the same time, I can now do my outro in peace. So thanks again for watching, everyone. I will see you all very soon.